Students, in your earlier classes, you already know what is a triangle and what are its properties. So, you know what is a triangle? A triangle is a closed figure formed by three intersecting lines. So a triangle is a closed figure formed by three intersecting lines. So here I have drawn a triangle and the name of this triangle is ABC. So a triangle has three sides, three angles and three vertices. So here three sides are AB, BC and C. And three angles are angle A, angle B, angle C. And three vertices are A, B and C. All of you know in the chapter lines and angles you have already learned so many properties of a triangle. But in this chapter triangles we will discuss about congruency of triangles, then rules of congruency, then some more properties of a triangle and inequalities in a triangle. So some of these properties you have verified in your earlier classes, but here in this chapter we will prove these properties. In your day-to-day life, you must have observed some figures as two copies of your photographs of same size or two bangles of the same size. Two ATM cards issued by the same bank are identical. So, what are the figures said? These figures having same shape and same size, they are called congruent figures. If we put a 1 rupee coin to another 1 rupee coin, then it will cover the total 1 rupee coin. So these two 1 rupee coin are congruent to each other. So these figures are known as congruent figures. So two circles are congruent if they have same radius. And two squares are congruent if they have same size. Two squares are congruent if they have same size. And two triangles are congruent if they have same sides and same angles. That means corresponding sides of one triangle are equal to the corresponding sides of other triangle, and corresponding angles of one triangle are equal to the corresponding sides of other triangle. Two triangles are congruent if corresponding sides and angles are equal. So what do you mean by congruent figures? The figures having same shape and same size are known as congruent figures. In between two congruent figures, if we put one figure upon the other, they will coincide with each other. So these are known as congruent figures. So here two triangles are given and their sides are also given, and AB side is equal to PQ side. Here AC side is equal to PR side and BC side is equal to RQ side, and angle A is equal to angle P, and angle B is equal to angle Q, and angle C is equal to angle R. So here we can write triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR, because if triangle PQR covers the triangle ABC, then AB side will cover PQ, then BC covers QR, and SC covers PR, and angle A covers angle P, angle B covers angle Q, and angle C covers angle R. So if we will write triangle ABC is congruent to triangle QRP, it will be wrong, because there is a correspondence between sides, corresponding sides and corresponding side angles in between these two triangles. That means AB corresponding to PQ, and BC corresponding to QR, and AC corresponding to PR. Like this, angle A corresponding to angle P, and angle B corresponding to angle Q, and angle C corresponding to angle R. So in this way we can write the congruence as like this. So let us discuss some criteria for congruence of triangles. First one axiom is there, that is known as SAS congruence rule. So this is side angle side congruence rule for a triangle. So what is that axiom? The statement is like this: two triangles are congruent if two sides and the included angle of one triangle are equal to the two sides and the included angle of the other triangle. Here two triangles are given, A, B, C and P, Q, R. So what are the equal parts? We have to write in triangles A, B, C and triangle P, Q, R. So here it is given that AB is equal to PQ, given. Then angle B is equal to angle Q, it is also given. And BC is equal to QR, it is also given. So this implies triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. So by the condition SAS. So if triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR, then other three parts of triangle ABC will also equal to the corresponding parts of PQR. So this implies angle A is equal to angle P. So that is for CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. And AB and BC are given, then SC side. SC side will be equal to PR. This is also due to CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. And angle C will be equal to angle R. This is due to CPCT. So you have to remember the statement of this axiom. You can solve the other problems by using this axiom. So let us solve an example by using this congruence rule, SAS congruence rule. So next example 1. In the figure, this is the figure, here it is given that OA is equal to OB. OA is equal to OB. And OD is equal to OC. OD is equal to OC. So that first triangle AOD is congruent to triangle BOC and AD is parallel to BC. So first we will prove bit 1. So here in the triangle we will take two triangles AOD and BOC. So in triangle AOD and triangle BOC. What are the equal parts? AO is equal to BO given. Then we know these two angles are equal. Why? These are two vertically opposite angles. We know when two lines intersect each other, then each pair of vertically opposite angles are equal. So angle BOC is equal to angle AOD, vertically opposite angle. And next equal, that is DO is equal to CO. This is also given. So from these three given statement, this implies triangle AOD is congruent to triangle BOC by SAS rule. So if these two triangles, then our first one is proved here. Then come to second part. We have to prove AD is parallel to BC. So if triangle AOD is congruent to triangle BOC, then all other corresponding parts are equal. So here angle BCO will be equal to angle ADO. So this implies angle BCO will be equal to angle ADO by CPCT. So corresponding parts of congruent triangles. So look at the figure. These two angles are alternate angles if BC and AD are two lines and CD is the transversal. So we know if the alternate angles are equal, then BC will be parallel to AD. So this implies BC will be parallel to AD because alternate angles are equal. So it is proved. Here we have applied the rule SAS, side angle side congruence rule. Next example, AB is a line segment and line AL is its perpendicular bisector. If a point P lies on L, so that P is equidistant from A and B. So here I have drawn AB is the line segment and L is the perpendicular bisector. That means L is perpendicular to AB and AC is equal to BC. So we have to prove PA is equal to PB. So how we will prove? First we will take two triangles. In triangle PCA and triangle PCB. So PC is equal to PC, common. Then angle PCA is equal to angle PCB 90 degree because it is perpendicular bisector, and AC is equal to BC. This is given. So this implies triangle PCA is congruent to triangle PCB by side angle side rule. So again this implies we have to prove here PA is equal to PB. So this implies PA is equal to PB by CPCT, corresponding parts of congruent triangles. So this is proved. So here in this way you can apply or you can solve any deductions by using SAS congruent condition.